The attention that Skender provides to their clients is unmatched.
We haven't had a studio upgrade here since I think 1995, so this was a good chance to start from a blank slate. This studio project has given us the flexibility that we never had before.
To see the changes, so people say, what's your favorite part? I'm like, all of it. To see what they had put together, how they were functioning, the subcontractors they used, and I was extremely impressed. Could see how the attention to detail was there, and we had a lot of confidence as an organization in Skender's ability to complete the project.
This was an interesting project in the sense that it was a completely occupied space surrounding us, which had a lot of logistical constraints and things to take into consideration. Navy Pier, it is a pier. There's one way in and one way out. Getting construction materials in, getting all of the demolition debris and everything else out, that in itself is a task. We actually constructed a scaffold on the exterior of the building, removed 2 pieces of the curtain wall, and all deliveries were hoisted up onto that platform and then brought in through the opening that we created in the side of the building.
We instantly took everywhere we were going to be live throughout the day and moved it a floor below and a floor above where we would operate from. And that's where Skender really stepped up, because they built temporary walls around the entire studio core. So if you were outside the construction space, you really didn't even know what was happening on the inside. They basically cordoned off the entire area inside. So while the demolition was happening, nobody in the office side knew it was happening.
We're able to integrate rooms. We're able to send multiple sources anywhere we want. It's sped up our workflow so much with all the equipment that we have now. This is stuff we weren't able to do before, and it's really made us a much more efficient workplace. This was a real chance for us to come into the 21st century.
There are sound windows in all of the studios. The one in this room here is actually an L-shaped window, so it's on a corner. That's a little tricky because in addition to it coming into a 90-degree angle, the glass also has to be angled to help with the deflection of noise to keep echo at a minimum.
Took a lot of walls down, we added a lot of walls in. Just the kind of the transformation of a performance studio with the way we have, the modernization and the cameras that come down from the ceilings has been great. It's something we can use every day. We wanted every space to have the ability to record video, for people to go in and edit video, to record audio, to do both, to just have a workspace, to have a listening session, to have those kind of spaces available has been fantastic.
One of the other features of the space there's the 4 editing booths that we created. They're outside of the footprint of the rest of the studio. In addition to the soundproof doors and the thick walls that I mentioned before, also has isolation flooring, which it does just that. It isolates that space from the floor itself, from the adjacent walls. Being in an urban environment, there's never a moment of silence. But when you step into those rooms and close the door behind you, it's completely silent and just kind of It's unusual.
Folks come here, they can go, wow, this is I had no idea how nice your space was. And it's like, well, it is, an updated facility, and we think we have all the bells and whistles we need to suffice us for the next 10 to 15 years.